Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish. Yes, lovely people. Hope you're all well. This is a new season. We're starting the 23-24 season. So I know a lot of you have got a new kit, new training kits, stuff for you, stuff for the missus, stuff for the kids. But look, it's a new season for the Premier League. It's also a new season for Kopish. And we have got new merch, people. Yes, we have indeed. Let me show you if you don't believe me. That's it. Sabozlai. He doesn't just take the gun out and shoot. He aims and fires. Look at that. The design is gorgeous. Got in long sleeve and hoodie as well. Make sure you yourself grab one. Mac 10. Just like Michael Jackson, doesn't matter if it's in black or white because we've got both hoodies and we got it in crew neck as well. Look at the design on this one as well, holding the calibers. How many times we won the Champions League? 6 times. How many times is Kopish mentioned on this shirt? 6 times. People, go and get it. People, we still have all the other merch as well. Make sure you visit our website. We've got the Darwin Núñez shirts. You can't hear anything. We've got all the belts by Klopp. Pause. Get a mug. Don't be a mug. Hats. Baby grows for the babies. And we've got t-shirts and hoodies to pop. But remember, people, and never ever forget, you should always, and when I say always, I mean always, engage you know the rest. Head over to our website, people, and check out all of our merch and make sure you go and grab some. Take it easy.
All I'm saying, yeah, QVC, if you need someone, they are. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Big up all you people in the comment section. Big up to all the Liverpool fans and non-Liverpool fans who rock with us. Another Kopish episode. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. I ain't gonna front. I wasn't expecting to see you guys again today. Not even in a bad way. Obviously, we got our WhatsApp group, so we talk every day. But I wasn't really expecting to see your face, Drift. I know you weren't expecting to see mine. Brother, first and foremost, before we even speak about Salah and Gravenberch, Paulinho's going Bayern Munich, it seems. Don't we need the DM?
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, yeah. You got an epiphany moment that I had an hour ago. Okay, yeah, I'll let that sink in for you, Drift. Go on, there's that face. There it is. There it is. Yeah, there it is. all the ranges of emotions, confusion, anger, and happiness rolled into one, yeah? Right, cool.
For how much?
I don't even know, bro.
Because Bayern Munich don't ordinarily...
Drift. If we get Gravenberch, we're helping to fund it, bro. You can't.
Yeah, no, that's the first thing I just thought in my mind. I thought, well, there you go, straight away. That's part of the replacement then.
You can't make this stuff up.
You didn't know? Like, no, I didn't.
Wow. Oh, for 60 mil? 60 mil. FSG. Can't make this up. Can't make it up, man.
Wow. Okay.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done. Right. Since we're not going to be getting another DM.
Oh, 60 million euros.
Oh, even better.
So what's that, like 55 million pounds?
Right.
But you know what? That ain't even comparable to 16 million for Endo, though, is it? So when you deep it, it's still not anywhere near our ballpark, you know? Oh, the player's way better than Endo, but money-wise, like, it's not comparable. 55, 60 mil still triple, quadruple the amount we've paid for Endo, so.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's get on to... Which one are we going to deal with first, Drift? Which one do we deal with first?
Let's do it. Dip dog shit, bro, because they're both kind of big news, isn't it? Regardless which way you look at.
Let's start with Gravenberch first, because I'll be honest, I still need to collect my thoughts with this whole Salah stuff.
Yeah.
Rumor is, well, not rumor. I think it's the worst kept secret that we're in for Gravenberch. And the player seems like he wants to leave Bayern Munich. Again, there's no secret there. Again, I don't want to get taken out of context here or misquoted. I don't necessarily know if he wants Liverpool. I think he would come to Liverpool because he just wants to get out of Bayern Munich, and we seem to be the ones pushing hardest.
No, reports say he's extremely interested in the project Liverpool are undertaking.
Fair enough. But I don't think we'd be the only people he'd be interested in. Hence why, even though we're pushing hard now, I'm not going to put all my eggs in this basket, because let's say the fee is 25, 30 mil. I would fully expect another team to come in for him at that price, a la Manchester United.
I get what you mean.
Now, the player himself, Drift, we've spoken about this, and we spoke about him last summer, saying he should have been one of the players we got last summer. In terms of the footballer, the ceiling's high as hell. The ceiling is high as hell. To think that you'd have him and Szoboszlai in the same midfield is mad. And then you've still got McAllister there. You've still got Thiago there. You've still got Jones. That's kind of mad. However, is he the player we need right now? Forget about the talent. Forget about what he could become.
Yeah.
He's another 8. He can't play the 6. I know people will say he's played in the 6, but he played in the double pivot, and he was not the defensive one out of 2. Not to mention that, and I know, and I even hate to caveat this, because this came up in the comments section a couple of weeks ago when we spoke about Gravenberch, saying how there's 3 black guys we should be mentioning about his attitude. When it comes to football, guys, and I talk about players' attitude, I do not care about the color of their skin. I do not care about their religion. I do not care about their morality off the pitch and beliefs. I'm talking about them on the pitch. His attitude is still a bit up in the air. He's very talkative, especially with him being at Bayern Munich, about not getting enough game time, wanting to be a player there, wanting to get games. There's no guarantees he's going to get games at Liverpool. Is this the right move?
Yes.
Okay, go on then.
But I also agree with you. But to answer your first question is no. Is he the right thing for us right now? No. So it's like there's 2 parts to it. There's no, and then there's yes. So the no part is pretty obvious. What you just said is true. He could play number 6 in the pivot, but he can't play number 6 by himself. And that's kind of what you do at Liverpool, especially if we don't have Trent invert him. Therefore, it seems ludicrous to think that we would be buying a player to play in that role if he's not really necessarily brilliant at that role. So that's why for that part, no. But the reason why I think it's a good move, though, Cal, is, and I haven't heard anyone else say this, so I'm saying this for the first time, and so bear with me. Let me see if you lot agree with me or not. The number one thing we do as Liverpool fans is we moan and we complain that we don't ever plan for the future. It's literally why we're in this situation right now. With Gravenberch being able to be registered as an under-21 player, as we was talking about, Cal, off Cap when was on the phone earlier. First of all, we don't have to worry about him being registered, which is brilliant, because as you so rightly stated over these last few years that nobody has paid attention to until now, it's a serious condition, whether you have XYZ amount of homegrown players, etc., etc. And we are right on the precipice of that. So it's very difficult for us to make signings that are non-homegrown at the moment. He doesn't have to be registered. So bang, straight away, until next year, you don't have to worry about the registering. What he also is, Cal, is he is a Thiago replacement a year before Thiago goes. Therefore, you are already future-proofing the club, have a player who's already settled, have a player who's already in the squad, knows what's going on, knows what's expected of him, and we don't have the whole next year, what are we going to do about Thiago leaving? Because Gravenberch might not be as good as Thiago, but they're quite similar in the way they play. Maybe not necessarily the long-range passing ability of Thiago, but just that being able to dictate play, being very silky on the ball, crisp passing, great ball retention, etc., etc. They're quite similar. I think it is a perfect signing, bro, for 12 months' time. And if he chips in along the way, brilliant. He's only 21, Cal. We've got so much time with this kid. He is such a good footballer. I know we don't need exactly what he is right now, but this is kind of what we always moan we don't do, as I just said. I don't have a problem with it at all, bro. I'm actually pretty excited by it, if I'm being... And at the price, Cal, this is a fucking steal. A
So
player
what is
of
it, 20,
this...
25
They're saying somewhere between 20 and 30. Bro, it could be somewhere between 20 and 40. For his quality, this is a steal, bro. If we manage to get him for like 25, 30 million, bro, this is one of these signings of the season. 100%. For quality of player, price, potential. Bro, I'm all for it. Of all the other positions in the team, we still got to talk about it. We still got to talk about that. But let's just isolate him for a minute, just based on him. Bro, I'm super excited. Super excited about the prospect of us signing Gravenberch. I'd prefer it to be Kone, but let's not cry over spilt milk, in it. Let's just deal with what we have. Gravenberch is a brilliant player.
I hear everything you're saying. I'm 50-50 on it. And the reason I say that, and I even hate mentioning his name because I know it's going to get taken out of context. If we hadn't signed Endo and we'd signed a let's say it was, I'm going to use Paulinho. Let's say we signed Paulinho, a player that we all know is sick in the position. We all know will do what we need him to do as a DM. And then we bought Gravenberch on top. I'm sitting there going, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Because we've signed Endo, I don't know how much sense this move makes right now. But you're right. Everything you said is right. I don't have to be registered. The ceiling's high. His footballing potential is crazy. He's an excellent footballer. He's got room to grow. I still think he's quite raw in quite a lot of his aspects of football, but you expect that. Again, people aren't going to like me even making this comparison. There's an argument to say that Jones is probably slightly better suited to us right now, even though he might not be a better player. So I don't know how that affects Jones' situation and all that. But for me, it's almost a backwards thing we're doing here. Because you're right in saying we as fans moan and say we don't future-proof ourselves. You're right, Drift. But there's also timing to it as well. And I don't think the timing's great because we need another out-and-out DM. Or in fact, I'll change that. We need another destructive midfielder who can still play but is very good defensively. Gravenberch isn't that. Gravenberch going forward is very good. Excellent. But defensively, he leaves a lot to be desired. And that's my worry because right now in that midfield, I feel like we can get played about with quite easily. Like we can get passed through. We don't have that bite in there. Look, shout out to Jamrock, literally said the same words. We don't have that bite. And even if, again, you know how much I rate Bashetic, he doesn't have that bite yet. Endo doesn't have that bite yet. So Bozolai, he has the mentality, but he hasn't got that bite. That's my worry. My worry is, do we come up against teams and they go, they're sick against us, but we'll sit deep and then we'll hit them on the counter-attack, because on the counter-attack, there's going to be no one there to stop those avenues and block those passing channels. There's going to be no one who's going to catch up with the attackers. That's my worry. Whereas, again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. If it was a Kone we bought, I'd be sitting there going, I get it. But at the same time, we can't go for a Kone at the moment because of the whole non-homegrown situation that we're in, because we bought in Endo and other players are still here, a la Adrian. The only way, in my opinion, this works if it's Gravenberch and Kone. You see, if we get Gravenberch and Kone, tables rising, bro. I'm gonna be on Matt's hairline vibes. That's gonna be my vibe. But I don't know if that happens because the elephant in the room is we still need a centre back. And if I'm going to be honest with you, Drift, at this point, if we don't sell Joey G, I'd probably take a right back instead of a centre back. I know it sounds crazy, but I probably would. We just need a defender in the door.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, on the timing thing, what you're saying about the timing, what's mad though about football, bro, is sometimes you can't time timing. No pun intended. So
no, it's true.
If we want Gravenberch, we're effectively kind of doing what we did with Gakpo and Diaz. Maybe not right now. Oh, what? You mean somebody else might get him, or he might not be available if we don't do it now? Oh, we better do it now. I think that's a lot more what it is. As you said, Man United are heavily interested in him. And if Bayern Munich is selling him now, he's gone by the time we want him, innit? Like maybe they were thinking about somewhere down the line, but it seems like Bayern Munich are ready to sell now. So you got to just get him now. So again, I think this is a lot more of a future-proof signing. And we're just thinking it's for now because we need for now. Do you get what I mean? And maybe that's the project they'll sell Gravenberch. Look, you're 21, give you a year to settle in. You will blatantly get game time, but you'll be the future of the club within 12 months. Don't worry about the playing thing right now. And Jurgen is the perfect guy for that because he's a people person. One of the reasons why I think he's leaving Bayern Munich and he's not playing is because Tuchel doesn't play a style of football that has silky footballers in it. And he might have fallen out with him.
Nagelsmann, I don't think, was playing him that much either.
But didn't Nagelsmann only get like 4 months with him or something and then he left, right? It wasn't like he was there under Nagelsmann for a long time.
When did Nagelsmann get sacked? Wasn't it like March time?
Was it? Well, I thought it was around the World Cup, wasn't it? Was it later? No. Was it after that?
No, I think Nagelsmann got sacked around March time. So I don't think, again, I might, guys, if I'm wrong here, please do correct me. I don't think Nagelsmann was getting much game. I don't think Nagelsmann was giving him much game time.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
It doesn't. Again, if he's fourth choice at Bayern, if everyone's fit, he's fourth choice at Liverpool as well. Because he's not better than McAllister. He's not better than Thiago. He's not better than Szoboszlai. Again, to go back on another, I don't think he would be better than Trent in midfield either. So, but it does make me think like, I hate to say, is this a Pep signing? Is this a Pep push?
I mean, it could possibly be, but Diaz and Gakpo, from what we've been told, were Pep, who was the one who like heavily advised on the two, and they've been brilliant signings. So I'm not going to doubt Pep's talent ID. If it is him who's pushing for the, do you get what I mean? Pushing for the player.
Fair point.
Look, I just think he's a very talented footballer, and all I want at Liverpool, Cal, is talented footballers. Do you know what I mean? So I'm all right with it. Are there players I'd want instead of him? Yes. But I fully understand the process. I fully understand the logic. I get what the game plan is here. And I'm on board with it. So I'll be super excited if we sign Gravenberch. And I think it'll be a next season more than a this season signing.
So let's say, for argument's sake now, we don't sign him. Do you think we get someone else?
See, this is the part that I don't know because I kind of think it's a him or no one. I've got a bit of a feeling. Yeah, I got a bit of a feeling.
Journalist it was, but a journalist did say that. Shout out to Lakers. A journalist did say that we're working on a number of signings, not just Gravenberch.
It could be, and I would like to hope so. But for me, right now, with only 2 days left, I struggle to think why we'd be putting so many eggs into this basket if there was the other option would feel a bit, we didn't really want him at this stage, if you get what I mean. Like if we're putting all the eggs in the Gravenberch basket with 2 days to go, if we don't pull it off, is the other player another endo where we're like, all right, let's just go for it, rather than it being who we really wanted. Because why wouldn't we go for who we really want when there's only 2 days left of the window? So that's where I kind of, I would worry that there isn't another option. Unless by some miracle, we're going to buy two, even if we get Gravenberch. But I don't see that, not even in the slightest. So.
Cool. All right. Let us know in the comments, guys. Gravenberch, would you like him at Liverpool, yes or no? This subject, I'm scared to talk about because I don't want to jinx it. Mohamed Salah is of interest to ITTIHAD. Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that Gerard's team?
No.
Gerard's team is ITTIHAD. Sorry. ITTIHAD is the team Fabinho's gone to?
It's the one that Kante plays for. So is that the... Hold on.
Let me have a look.
I think it might be. Yeah. I think, is that Mahrez, Firmino? No, it can't be though, because why would they want him if they've got Mahrez?
Because he'd be a game changer for them, Drew.
Yeah, but that's literally the direct position that Mahrez plays.
Yeah, but Mahrez can play a different position.
Oh, it's Benzema's team. It's Benzema's team.
Yeah, Kante, Benzema,
and Flacco.
Apparently, so first and foremost, with all due respect to anyone bidding for Salah, kindly do one if you're offering 118 mil. That's way below valuation. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't care about his age here. I'm talking about the player. Well below his valuation. 200 mil before we even think to start a dialect.
Before at least 180.
No, 200. Shirt sales, commercial value, and footballing value. 200 mil minimum. So that's the first thing. And that's before I even pick up the phone. I'm not even saying I'm going to entertain 200. That's when I see 200 mil and I go, all right, I'll blue tick it. I'll read the message then. Anything under that, I'm going to scroll down on the notification bar and just swipe it away. Don't take the mic. 120. Do you know how much he's achieved and what he could still go on to achieve? Behave. Now, that being said, Drift, we did a show about this probably about a month ago. This was your idea we did as well. What do we do if we do lose Salah? And at the time, we said names like Moussa Diaby and a few other players. We can't use those names now. Elise, we can't even mention him. He just signed a new contract. Drift, I'm sorry to put you on the spot here. But let's say we go and get 150 for Salah. What in the blue hell are we going to do about that? Who do we go and get?
If you're talking about in terms of signings, I don't have a Scooby-Doo, bro. I've been scouring my mind, scouring the world, and everybody that I can think of isn't good enough. And again, no disrespect to those players, because there are some brilliant players in the world of football, but we're talking about Mo. Like, when you're replacing Mo, there are so many things you have to think about that, like, they just, it boggles the mind. Like, the Newcastle game just comes to mind. The guy was pretty anonymous for a lot of the game. Whether it was his fault or not, he was played out of position for quite a lot of the time. And then at the snap of the fingers, he gets the assist that wins the game. That's what Mo does. Constant top goal scorer, always over 20 GA in the Premier League, and normally around 30 in all competitions. We're just talking about an absolute output machine. Even when we've been crap, his output has still been amazing. Our talisman. Maybe a lot of people don't think this matters, but I think it matters to have a pin-up boy. When you're a big, big club, you need a Haaland, an Mbappe, a Salah, a Ronaldo, a Messi, in my opinion, because I think it's what helps to make your club better than everyone else's on a global scale in terms of like your commercial pool, etc., etc. When you want sponsorship deals, when you want owners to come and buy you, when you want all of that, those things all factor into making you attractive to those things. You know what I mean? Sponsors thinking, well, Mo Salah's going to wear our sponsor. Look how many extra eyes that will be. Yeah, all right, cool. We'll spend that extra money. And you know what I mean? And all that kind of stuff. So like, even on a commercial level, as you said, bruv, like, you're just losing so much when Mo goes.
Sorry to cut you. Big up Imran. Injury record is mad. Touch wood, that stays that way.
And his professionalism as well, for real. Like it will almost be it will almost be like the heartbeat of the team leaving. Do you know what I mean? From an overall aspect, it will feel like a dagger through the heart. And another thing again, and maybe this is me watching face, and maybe I shouldn't do this, but I can't help it because we're being put in this situation. It also feels a little bit like we're getting bullied, and big boy teams don't get bullied. It almost feels a little bit like, oh, what, Liverpool, you lot think you're bad, yeah? You ain't bad. Which your best player get taken? Like, I don't like the way it makes us look as a team as well. Do you know what
we're
I mean?
a big team by name, but we've got little boy owners.
Yeah. And it will make it come across like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it will be like, hold on a minute, Liverpool can't even hold their own here. They're getting their big boy taken off them. I don't like the way it looks, bruv.
Here's the thing.
Don't.
You look at every team in the league. Every team in the league has pretty much been targeted by Saudi. You look at Chelsea, they've lost players there. We've lost players. Man City have lost players. Arsenal almost lost Partey.
But remember, Chelsea lost their deadwood players, though.
This is my point. I ain't seen no rumours about Kevin De Bruyne. And I bet they've inquired. I ain't seen nothing about Saka or Odegaard. Bet they've inquired, though. But when it comes to our main players, it seems as though our owners are just happy to just say, okay, well, let's leave it to the players. I'm sorry, when did it become unfashionable to say to a player, with all due respect, I know this might be a big move for you and all that, we need to keep you for another year. So I don't know how that's going to affect your plans with this team, but we need to keep you for another year. It's too late in the window. We need to do what we need to do for this club. Unfortunately, you got to stay. When it become unfashionable to do that? Because that's my thought process right now. We cannot lose him this late in the window. If this was early in the window, it'd still be a catastrophe, but at least you can recover from it. At least you can turn around and go, all right, Diaby's still on the market. Jared Bowen's there. Maybe you get 2 players instead of just 1. Why us? Why are we doing this?
This late in the market is the word you use, catastrophe, there is the right word to use. It would be a catastrophe. You don't replace Salah, period. But with 2 days? Like, I'll be honest with you, Kev, if he goes, it's Jota or Diaz playing right wing. We won't buy anyone. We can't buy anyone.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
We can't buy anyone, Cal. And if we do get 150, we'll get our pants pulled down for whoever we buy because that team will know we're desperate.
Very true. Sorry, big up to Saeed. Saeed in the building. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Saeed's channel. Almost at 70k subscribers. Go and support him. He's one of the good Man United fans. Big him up always, man.
Yeah, big up, Saeed.
Let's say it's 150.
He's laughing at our pain right now.
Yeah, of course he is. We would do the same. Let's be real. We would do the same. Shall I be real with you, Drift? I don't think it can be one player that comes in to replace Salah. I think it's negligent to do that. I think you've got to try and go for 2. I think one of them's got to be Bowen. I know he's going to cost way more than his value, but you're going to have to do it. And I think the second one is a. You look at someone like Adeyemi, maybe. You look at, I hate to say it, Pedro Neto, even though his injury record is not the greatest. But you look at a Pedro Neto.
Rafinha, maybe.
Who, sorry?
Rafinha.
Nah, don't know what it's about Rafinha. Just nah.
I don't think any of these players are good enough, by the way. Like, I know you've been a Bowen advocate for a minute, and he is a good player.
But he's not as good as Salah. You're right, he's not as good as Salah, but we're not going to get anyone. He's the best in the world in his position. We're not going to get anyone better, bro. We're absolutely not, Drift. So that's why I say it has to be 2. It can't be 1. It has to be 2.
But how do you get 2
because they have to share the
days? How do you get 2 with 2 days left, bro?
That's not our job. That's the vape. That's the vape guy's job, isn't it?
I just don't. I just got to be honest with you, Cal. I know people are going to say I'm being too negative.
What about Chiesa? What about Chiesa?
Nah, not when I'm worried about the knee. It would need to be like 2-3 years down the line and Chiesa's back to the old Chiesa, and then you ain't got to worry about the knee. Right now, while he's still finding his feet, it would just feel like too big of a risk, bro. It just, you know what I mean? Like it would. Before the injury, I think that was who we were targeting. I think there was a part of of everyone that, you know, was thinking there was a bit of truth in those because remember, that was when we didn't know if Mo was going to sign a new contract, you remember? And people were saying that Chiesa was the person that we were looking at.
Bruv, would you be a little bit more comfortable with this if Diaby was still on the market?
Yeah, because of the fact that he's a super talented player, but no, because Mo leaving is going to bother me no matter who we buy.
Sane?
Super talented player, I don't think Bayern Munich would let him go.
Yeah, I have a problem with his mentality as well.
It does seem like he's got a little bit of an ego.
I don't think it's an ego. I think there's a work ethic sometimes I think he lacks.
Super talented player, though.
Oh, crazy talent.
Super talented player.
Crazy talent.
Klopp might actually be able to turn him into a world beater still.
Yeah.
Sane would excite me. I've got to be honest with you, it would. It would.
But it'd have to be Sane and someone else, though, right?
Or
would you just
the amount of money we'd have to pay for Sane? I don't know if there'd be any left. We'd have to pay at least 100 mil for Sane. You got to convince Bayern Munich to let him go first, so the money's got to be good. They know we got a big cash injection as well. They've got a project that they're building that Sane is fully a part of. It would be almost impossible for it to we might even end up spending most of the money we got for Mo to get him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might be that kind of a situation. So I don't know. I don't know.
I shout out to a couple of you in the chat saying Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo. The reason I'm not mentioning their names is because I don't see Rowe letting them go.
And plus, they're all left, which would go back to the fact that we'd still have to be playing Diaz or Jota on the right. If we did that, which everybody has said that they don't like the idea of.
We're so lopsided. There's a reason I've been talking about this whole right side for such a long time. We haven't had a Salah rotation person since 2020. We always set ourselves up for failure.
Are you completely against the idea of molding Diaz into a right winger?
Yeah.
Are you completely against it? Yeah.
Yeah, because he's our best left winger. So why should we take our best left winger to play over on the right?
No, but that's what I'm saying with the likes of the things that people are saying. So now people are saying, like, Vinny, that's unrealistic. He don't want to leave Real Madrid anyway. But say Quava, for example, I actually think if you go over 100 million, Napoli are a selling club if the price is right. That would actually be realistic.
Oh, bro, he's left.
No, but that's what I mean. And then Diaz goes right. I'm saying Diaz going right based on the fact that we get a world-class or potentially world-class left. That's what I'm saying. So if we did something like that, we went and got Quava and then we put Diaz right, is that something you would entertain?
Do you know what? I've not even mentioned this person's name because I've not thought about it. Shirky would pique my interest. Very different player to Salah. Very different player.
Yeah.
He'd pique my interest.
He's naughty, though.
If it was Shirky and someone else.
So what happened? Why Chelsea backed out of the Shirky?
No, don't say their names, bro. Because
no, because I'm just trying to figure out. Bro. I'm trying to.
Bowley might actually be listening. Bowley might actually be listening and think, let's go and put in a bid for Shirky. Shirky could run with someone else.
What is Jota playing right wing? The worst thing in the world for one season?
Yeah, because it's not just by the thing is, it's not just one season. Who's going to emerge in the next calendar year? Really and truly, the person that it should be is Saka. Saka should be the person. We should have finished second last season. Arsenal should have finished fifth. We go to Saka. You want Champions League football and a hug, yeah? Come shoot. We got you. That's really what it should be. It should be Saka.
Even that wouldn't excite me, to be honest.
What? You got something against Saka, man. I don't know what it is. You got something against Saka.
No,
I think some Arsenal fans have probably hyped him a lot too.
I think he's a good player. That's unquestionable.
No, he's brilliant. He's better than
he's not as good as they say he is.
Bro, he's brilliant, bro. Saka would be Saka, in my opinion, would be, and I'm even including Diaby in this. Saka would be the best replacement for Salah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Bro, Saka's brilliant, man. And I'm not just, I'm not doing this off recency bias. I was asking for Saka since like 2020.
I know, but that was probably a little bit more to pee off the Arsenal fans, though, isn't it?
No, it wasn't, because he can play so many different positions as well. Play them to a high level. Remember, he can play left and right. At a emergency, could play left back still. Saka in this team would be fantastic.
I don't know. Yeah, people are right. I do actually think Martinelli's the better talent out of the two. I do. I really, really like Martinelli. I think he's a bad boy.
I think Martinelli's the overrated one out of the two.
Oh, so we're literally like the polar opposites on.
No, but I still rate Martinelli high. I just think he's overrated.
Yeah, I rate Saka. Of course, he's a good player, no doubt. But I do think he's a little bit overhyped.
He's better than good, though.
I do think he's overhyped. I do.
He's the second best right winger in the league.
It's
not even up for debate, bro.
There aren't that many good right wingers in the league at the moment, though.
He's still the second across Europe. He's top 5.
I'd have to go and have a look and
100%. He's top 5.
I don't know.
Would you rather have Sane than Saka?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh no, for me it's the opposite.
Oh, fair enough.
I think Sane sounds more appealing, but I think Saka does way more for Liverpool than Sane would.
I mean, again, like I said, I don't want to turn this into like a bash thingy session or whatever, because Saka's a good player. There's no doubt about it.
Goon Lee's done this to you, innit?
No, you know what? He doesn't even really hype up Saka to me. To be fair,
yes, he does.
Not to me though. Not really. Not really. But just I just like. And again, you know, I'm not really like a stat person, but again, 2 seasons now of being this player that is apparently this super world class top 5, as you're saying, player in the world, and I haven't even seen like a big output statistically. Like even last season when Arsenal nearly won the league, I think he only scored 14 goals. I'm not saying 14 goals is rubbish, but I'm saying if he's this wonder kid, Núñez got 14 goals last season and people call him a flop. I know he's got assists because he's a winger. That does count. But like,
he didn't get 14 in the Prem.
No, but what I mean is he got 14 in all comps, Núñez, and people say he's a flop. I think Saka got 14 in the league. I'm not sure if I'm exactly correct, but like, I'm just saying, like, I need him to be pushing up them big numbers if I'm going to believe he's top 3 wingers in the world or whatever I get told by Arsenal fans. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in only numbers, but I also need the numbers to back up your claim that he's this super right winger footballer. That's all I'm saying. Like, he's a good footballer. I like him, but I do think Martinelli is the better of the two.
Fair enough. So is there no 2 players you'd think, like, let's say Shirky and I don't know, Bowen? I'm not saying you'd be over the moon because we still lost Salah, but could you live with that?
I don't think that would ever happen because both Bowen and Shirky wouldn't come to Liverpool at the same time knowing, so who's on the bench then? Because both players are too good to be a bench player. I don't think that would be possible. I think the only type of player you could maybe bring in would be like an Elise, where it's such a jump up for him. No, I mean like, you know, like that type of player at a club where it's such a big jump up that I think he'd be like, do you know what? All right, if I got 5 for my place, I'll take being a bench player at the beginning. I don't think Shirky, like the wonder kid, and Bowen as well. Bowen's like a permanent starter for West Ham, has been focal point. Yeah, I don't think either of them would accept coming to Liverpool to be on the bench. So, you know what? Shirky's a massive shout, Cal. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I can't take credit for that. That was someone in the comments. Okay. I can't. But it should have been me, how much I've been talking about him over the years.
Yeah. But maybe that's what it is.
Someone alerted me to Shirky in the comments. So
what was it, like 40 million as well? Apparently you can get him.
I don't know.
Right?
Shirky, if we got Shirky, I'd be over the moon.
We should be going for him even without
Salah. He's not going to get you the same amount of goals as Salah. But what I do think he'd probably get you the same or more assists than Salah, of course, over the course of a season.
His creativity would become what would be brilliant, innit? And then on top of that, another good player for penalties as well. Adding Shirky to the team would be very good. Young, promising. Yeah. like I said, I'm just a little worried why he didn't go to Chelsea. I'm confused what happened there because they were really heavily linked with him.
Let's not concern ourselves with that, Drew.
No, that's true.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on.
If we lose Salah, and hear me out before anyone goes crazy here, does that mean Diaz stops becoming a starter? Because anyone we get affected from the right side now will be more of a creator than a goal scorer. And out of the front three, we need at least 2 of them to be goal scorers. So would that mean that Jot would be better suited for the left as opposed to Diaz if we go and get someone like a Shirky who's more the creator? Because at the moment, Diaz is more the creator out of the front three. If you're looking at, even if it's Nunez or Jota, you're going through the middle, they're more the goal scorers, and obviously Salah is who Salah is. Do you think that could put hindrance on Diaz and potentially how many games he starts?
No, what would happen, in my opinion, if we was to go and get someone like a Shirky or Sane or somebody like that who's a more creative player rather than an out-and-out goal scorer the way Mo is, I think the focus would become a lot more on we go old school and we change what we did before, which was the opposite, obviously, with Bobby dropping in and then our wingers got the goal. And then I think we'd go old school and it'd be the wingers who chip in now and again, but the main priority is to get the striker to goal. And then I think Jota and Nunez would be the ones that will pile in all the goals. So them two might be rotated as front players or whatever it may be, but that's what I think would happen. I think the front players would all chip in with about maybe 10, 15 goals each. And the wide players would just get loads of assists, but they wouldn't get as many goals. Which isn't the worst thing in the world because, again, change. Who's to say that doesn't work? Just because we're used to the wide players always chipping in with goals doesn't mean we can flip it on its head and do it the other way around, which is the conventional way that football's been done for years. Your wide players are the creative ones and then your central players score the goals. Gakpo as well, adding to the goals. If you got Gakpo, Jota and Nunez both getting about 15 goals each, who cares if the wide players don't score as many?
Chris, I'm looking out for him, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't know what you've got set up at home, bro. The moment Diaz is mentioned, bro, you're straight there. I want no smoke, Chris. I love Diaz. I want him to be a star. I'm just creating conversation, but I won't mention him again. I'm sorry. In fact, I'm not even going to call you Chris anymore. I'm going to call you Bayesian Angel from now on. Big up to Bayesian Reds TV. Saw you chopping it up on there. Very good show. Adeyemi. What about Adeyemi?
A very raw talent, isn't it, Adeyemi? Was he 19, right?
I'm a 19 or 20, one of the two. Very raw. Potential, though. Seems like he could have a high ceiling. What do you think about Adeyemi's finishing? I think it's good. It's just good, though. Here's the thing. I think Adeyemi could potentially become one of the best right wingers or right forwards in the world. It's just, again, the pressure he'd come into Liverpool under. Again, this is why I talk about transition. If he came to Liverpool while we had Salah, I don't think that pressures as much because he's already here. No one's saying, oh, he's got to be the man and step up straight away. Whereas if you sell Salah and then buy him, we saw last season. We sold Mane, bought in Nunez. Look at the pressure he was under straight away.
Yeah.
It'd be even worse with Salah. It'd be even worse.
Oh, yeah. Whoever replaces Salah it's
even worse.
Yeah.
As much as we all rate Mane isn't talked about in that conversation as being one of the Prem's best ever players. Salah is already in that conversation.
I think he is.
No, we rate him, but he's not in those conversations as one of the best players to ever play in the Prem. Salah already is.
Salah's way higher up on the list, but I think Mane's up. It is in the list, though. I do.
No, I do, but I'm saying we never hear that conversation. We always hear things like Henry or Salah or Kane, Shearer. We never hear Mane in that direct conversation. Salah's in that direct conversation.
Yeah, that's like a statistical argument always, isn't it? Like, that's what a lot of that got, because all those men just banged goals just constantly on a regular basis, isn't it? But yeah, I get what you mean. Bro, I mean, here's a list of Transfer Market's top 25 wingers in the world at the moment, right? They've done it in valuation, so it's not on who's the best, it's just valuation. So Saka's at the top in valuation. He's valued at 120 million euros. And then it's Rodrigo, Sane, Salah, obviously, Anthony, Rafinha, Dembele, Gnabry, Kulusevski,
You're the
Diaby,
circus brother. That one.
Pino, Elise, Bowen, Mbuemo, Octavio, Messi, Almiron, Nico Williams, Madueke, Nicholas Gonzalez, Ferran Torres, Malcolm, Marcus Edwards, Correa, and Pedro Neto. That's transfer market in terms of valuation. That's the top 25 wingers in world football at the moment. Do any of those pique your interest? I mean, we spoke about Sane.
Here's the thing: there's some very good players on that list. I just think some of them are on the cusp of becoming that breakout star. And you could argue that was the same with Salah. Salah was on the cusp of being that breakout star when we signed him. The difference is we were battling for top 4 then. We're now trying to battle for leagues and Champions Leagues and titles now.
Like Nico Williams, for an example, isn't it? He's someone who, like, he could be on the cusp. He could become that G.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk around him. You never know, innit, which way the trajectory of his career is going to go. Obviously, you got Edwards.
Marcus Edwards is a bad shot. It's homegrown as well.
Yeah, homegrown, brilliant player. But I mean, replacing Salah probably would be an absolute madness. Pedro Neto, I swear that injury is such a shame, man. If it weren't for the injury, it would literally be an absolute no-brainer. You just go and get Pedro Neto.
I mean, he got an assist at the weekend still. So.
He might be on his way back. I
mean, I'd run it up at this point still.
He might be on his way back.
I would get Pedro in. He'd have to come with someone else because the injuries are still a worry, especially with how we train as well. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It is a tough one. I mean, there's a few on there that, like Rodrigo, you're not getting him off Real Madrid anyway. Rafinha again. I guess you're right. There's like a question mark. Gnabry, super talented player, but at 28, he might be a bit too old now to consider being a Salah replacement, because then you got to think about replacing him again in a year or two's time. Elise obviously isn't good enough, but would have been a good, brilliant young player. But again, his injury record is questionable. He's just signed a new deal anyway. Although he does have a release clause in that new deal, though. I think it's 60 million now instead of 30 or whatever it was, so it's much higher.
Bradley Bacola was another one, but I think he's gone PSG.
Yeah, I don't know. The right wing is probably the most hardest to find a good player position in world football at the moment, isn't it? When you really think about it, there's like a birth of left wingers, but right wingers is a bit.
Should have been Moussa Diaby. Should have been. Do you wait a year, Drift, and try and get Diaby in a year?
Well, if he has a season like it looks like his trajectory is at the moment, you could be paying about 120 for him by this time next year. So
that's our fault, though, isn't it? Because we didn't think about getting him now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, does anyone know much about Jeremy Pino? I don't really know much about him. Young 20-year-old winger that plays for Villarreal.
Nothing.
Do you know anything? Oh, nothing special. No, he's ranked 11th on the valuation though for right wingers.
But
you got to give a shout out to Mbuemo for making the top 15.
Would you take him?
He's a raw, exciting talent for a team like Brentford. He's not good enough to play for Liverpool.
Mons loves him. Shout out to Big Six Band. So Mons loves the player. He really rates him high.
Fair enough. I like how just dangerous he is. He's a real you know what I mean. But not to take that step up for me and play for Liverpool. I not yet anyway. I'd have to maybe see him for another 12 to 18 months to think that he was of that that coming to Liverpool kind of thing. But good player though. Definitely one of the ones that you're worried about whenever you play Brentford.
So here's the question then, Drift. I'll ask you guys in the comment section as well. In fact, I'll put a poll out. And the question is simple. Mohamed Salah, will he stay or will he go?
But I honestly don't know, I'm not even trying to sit on the fence. I don't know. Do you know? This is how I kind of look at it a little bit. If we see Liverpool trying to buy a right winger, before the window shuts, Salah's going. If we don't, he's not. Because one thing, no matter how much the money is, one thing that I think I can say confidently, people don't get angry at me for saying this, Mo will never force his way out of Liverpool. So if we say no, I think he'll accept no. So it won't become an issue of like player unrest and all that kind of thing. Therefore, if we don't buy a replacement, there is absolutely no way I think Liverpool would leave Klopp with no right winger until minimum January, but maybe the season. I don't think that would be the stupidest decision if we're ambitious about achieving anything this year that we could ever do. And I know our owners are very money hungry and this whole sell to buy and all this crap, but then I wouldn't go as far as to say they're idiots. And if you let Mo go and don't have a replacement,
they are actually idiots, but cool. Like,
they are to that idiots. Level, though. To the level idiots. Of have your star player go with no replacement. They're like idiots, that goes beyond idiocy, bruv. Like that becomes negligent. That becomes like that. Do you know? Like that goes into
all things we've said about them in the past.
No, but I mean just all rolled into one. Like
all stuff we've said about them in the past, like, I'm not putting it past them.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think he would force a move, though. I think that's one thing I think we can all safely say about Mo. Mo loves Liverpool, and I don't think he would ever kick up a fuss or force a move. I think it might just be one of them ones where if he does want to go, it's an acceptance. Everybody's happy with this, with the decision, and then boom, he goes. I don't think it would be he ain't training, he's kicking up a fuss, he's a problem now in the team and all that crap. I don't think it would be that. One thing I am happy about is that on $350 a week, he's still a baller. So the money's not as attractive. You see, back when he was on 180 before we gave him the new deal, I'd be bricking it, bruv, because the money would seem so much more enticing being on that little bit. And I know the money's not comparable. The money's not comparable. But when you're sitting on 350, you're still so comfortable. You think less about money than you would if you were sitting on 180. So,
Jiff, do you know what he's going to be getting?
Yeah, I've heard rumors it could be £1 million a week. I've heard rumors it could be £2 million a week. I don't know. I think that's just a lot of rumors, though.
I don't think it is.
I think that's a lot of rumors.
But anything between $1 million and $2 million a week. You look at 350 and go, is that it?
yeah. In comparison, you kind of do, for real. But
people are saying they would earn 350K a day.
No, that can't be true. That can't be true. Surely, that can't be true. Surely not. No, surely that can't be true. £350,000 a day. No, so that can't be true. That cannot be true.
We just worked out.
Just off the top of my head, that's about £4 million a week, isn't it? Somewhere in that ballpark.
Just under 2.5 mil.
A week
could actually happen. Yeah.
Fuck,
But he could be making 350K a day. I'm going to be real with you, Drift. Let's say you're in a job where you're making 5K a week and someone said to you, big man, do you want to make that in a day?
I mean, obviously in the non-football world, it'll be...
Drift, you look like you're reprogramming everything.
No, because in my mind, I was
you can buy Cinnabon with that, bro. I'm not talking about the cake. I'm talking about the organization, bro.
No, because in my mind, I was thinking... in a non-football sense, what morals am I gonna have to like compromise to make this type of money? But
you're doing the same job as what you do now. You're just going to a different company.
Oh yeah, well obviously that's no, but
brother, I'm calling mum and saying, "Where do you want your house in Jamaica, mum?" I got you. Like, what do you want, Trelawney? Do you want Mo Bay? What do you want, mum? I got you. 5K a day.
That's mad. That is mad. 5K a day. Fucking hell.
Now think of 350K a day.
Do you know if I got £5,000 a day and they paid me daily, I will spend money to laugh and watch it get replaced the next day.
Again, this is my FSG lifestyle in reality, innit? I'd literally wait until the end of the week to see that 35.
Yeah, I know you would. I know you would.
But like, I'm putting a deposit on a property every month.
All right, here's the wickedest thing, though. Yeah, just to go on, and not to dwell on your analogy, but I've got to be honest with you. People might think I'm a bit of an idiot here, but if it meant I had to go live in another country, there'd be a massive. I might not do it because I don't know if I'm built for that. I'm terrible at language. I'm terrible at adapting to things now. I'm an older boy. There'd be a lot that would worry me about it. I know a lot of people are like, just do it for 2 years and come back, bro, make all that money. And that probably would be how I'd think about it in the end. But happiness at work means a lot to me after being through a lot of shit. And I don't know if I'd be so miserable that the money wouldn't feel worth it. But yeah, that's just on a realistic level about it. But yeah, I probably would. But if someone said I had to go and live in another country where like I'm no one's gonna help me, you know, like not like Spain or somewhere where there's gonna be loads of English speaking people. Like I'm gonna be in a country where like I'm literally not gonna be able to communicate because no one speaks English and I don't speak their language. There'll be a part of me that'll be like, oh, shit, what am I gonna do? Like, so I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Oh man, $5,000 a day tax free. That's mad still.
So here's the thing, Drift. I hear what you're saying, and I would be the same. The reason why I would do it though, I know it's cliche, but bro, if I can make that sort of money and drop that for the kids and the missus and the rest of the family and my friends and relatives, then brother, I would do that every day of the week.
Like, I know a lot of people are talking about Salah's culture. I was talking about for me. For him, that's what's worrying about it. It is his culture. That's what's so worrying about it. The appeal from both sides. That's why they want him. They've hit the jackpot if they get Mo Salah. Not only have they got one of the best players in world football to go there while he's still in his prime, but they've got the biggest religious representation of their, you know what I mean, of their religion, who's a footballer in the league. Like, and I think that's probably one of the main reasons why Kante, Benzema, Mane, they did target these big boys because of the Muslim thing as well, because it's amazing for them to have, you know, people that high up within the, you know what I mean, within the religion in the country. And then Salah is just the pinnacle. They get him and then boom. Do you know what I mean? They got the peak of it all. That is the scary thing about it. It is the scary thing about it. That's what worries me. That's what truly worries me about it. If it was America or China or Russia, I would be like, nah, Mo's not going to go. We ain't even got to worry about this, Shula, you know. We haven't got to worry about this at all. But the Middle East, that is right where he's comfortable. And that's what worries me. He might want to do it. That is what worries me. He might want to do it.
I'm going to say this now. I think I'm 50-50 on it. I can't sit here and say I think he stays or goes. You see, if he does end up leaving, whether it's this summer or next, I genuinely, in the same way I said this about Mane, I wish him nothing but the absolute best, providing he doesn't do a madness and go on strike or anything like that or do anything silly. If he leaves and when he leaves, I want him to enjoy such a fruitful and happy life. Like he is. I remember when we were first linked with him and players were like, why are we signing a Chelsea reject to who he is now? Like, he's more than superseded any of our expectations. I literally pray that if and when he does go, he has the best rest of his life going, man, because he's been a special, special player for Liverpool. Like, him, Mane, Firmino, like that front three, we ain't seen nothing like it, man. Sensational stuff.
I hear that.
Look,
You know, someone just put. Let me see if I can remember his name. Tallest 93. No, you're right, bro. It's like no, Jeff. It'll be like if it was $5,000 a day for you to move to Jamaica. Yeah, I'm out.
yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah,
man.
I'm out. I'm gone.
I'll get eaten up by mosquitoes for that, bro. I'll be good.
But they'll get used to you, bro. You'll be all right after a couple of weeks, bro.
I know, man. I don't know if I'll get used to them.
Bro, and if there's anything that's bothering me on my days off, I'll just sit on my veranda and just be like, $5,000 a day, big man. $5,000.
As I said, 35 grand a week, bro. I'm putting all my friends and family in a position like within a calendar year, 35k a week.
To be fair, though, Cal, 35 grand a week,
keep my living expenses down.
You'd probably have to do that job for a couple of years though before you could help other people if you really think about it. Because 35 grand a week isn't help other people money. It's you're completely sorted yourself. But I don't know if I'd call it help other people money.
If those people are smart with the money.
Help your family, as in like mum, wife, and kids. But like anything outside of that might be a bit of a struggle. 35k is not that much. 35k is not that much.
35k a week. I think you could 100% do stuff with that. I'm not talking about change people's lives like I'm like Richard Branson or anything, but bro, I can put people in a position where I drop them some money to start a business and they go and thrive. And
you could do that, but you couldn't do things like buy people houses and all that kind of stuff, though. You wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to start doing.
Anyone who's around me, I'm making sure they're set.
You could give them deposits, but you couldn't buy the house. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
whatever, bro. I'd deposit and I'll decorate up the house, bro.
And you can help them with stuff like that. Yeah, you could do that.
Like, I'm gonna make sure people are sorted out. Have to. It's a duty, man. But let's help these supers. Sometimes
I think that's why I've never won the lottery, you know, bro. Someone in my life doesn't deserve money and they would get it. I've always thought that. Because I'm so generous and I would hand out the money to a lot of people, I always think, is that why I haven't been blessed with a lot of money? Because there's someone in my life who it's either going to ruin them or they don't deserve it or some shit. And like,
I'll be honest, if I won the lottery, I've always said the only people that would know is it'd just be the missus probably and my brother.
I don't even know if I would tell anyone.
I know I can't. What? I can't not tell the missus. Let's be real. I can't, bro. She's gonna.
You can just start being generous.
She knows me, bro. She know what when I'm buying the kids takeaway every night instead of just on a Friday.
Do you want to know what? Yeah, I truly believe that she wouldn't, but. Generally speaking, though, I think 80% of people change the way they act towards people when they know that person's got money. That's what would worry me about even like wife. Just like it would always be like, are you gonna treat me different? It would always be the thing I would be worried about. Like, are you just being nice to me now because you want shit or like, you know what I mean? Like that's I think I could keep it a secret.
You probably could, but I'm telling her because if something happens to me, I need to know she's going to distribute the money where I want it to go.
Yeah, but that's what the will's for.
Exactly. She'd be on the will as well, so she'd have to know about it, innit?
Imagine that. That's
I tell her.
Hold on a minute. This motherfucker had all this money. I'm glad he's gone a little.
I'll be honest though, they're the only two people. I'd just set people up, but I would do it very anonymously. People would just be getting money and stuff, and they wouldn't know where it's coming from.
No, I hear you.
Right. Chris, LFC 92 says, don't get the obsession with Gravenberch. That kid doesn't bloody track back and complains to the media if he isn't starting. He's not starting for us. We're effed. I think he gets in the rotation. I do hear what you're saying there, though, Chris, in terms of the defensive nous and all that. M says, Bayern offered to us and went for Paulinho. Leftovers. Well, let's see if they get Paulinho first because they struggle to get Kane in the door. Will said we need a centre back and we loan in that. Facts. FSG have basically gone into the store with a list of groceries and come out with a pack of gum. Yeah.
No, you remember when Balotelli's mum sent him for cleaning products and he came back with a quad bike?
Yeah, I remember that. Balotelli's a legend, man. I love that guy. I love that guy.
Oh my days.
Jamrock says if this happens, it makes the Endo signing really bad. I agree. Part Life Manager says the same team wants Kanate, they're raiding us. Yeah, I can't even get my head around that. Kanate said that he doesn't want to go, apparently, though, so that should be okay. Honesty says go and pay 75 mil for Diaby from Villa. Money talks. They would never sell for 75 mil. They've just bought him for what, 45? You're gonna have to add 100 to that if they're selling him in the same window.
You never know.
They have to find a replacement as well.
You never know.
Nah. Andy, man, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member. Much appreciated. Matt 10 says all the players look up to Salah. Pray he stays. That's another point. He has a big influence in that dressing room. Vacabon says Bayern Munich will replace Gravenberch with Palhinha. Gravenberch comes with a baggage. He loves United and would like to play for Ten Hag. I've heard.
I don't know about all of that stuff being too big of an issue, though, guys. There's loads of players who like other teams and then play for other teams, and I think we look a bit too much into that because we think about it from our point of view. Like, perfect example is Kevin De Bruyne is a lifelong Liverpool fan, and now for the enemy he wins them leagues. Like, I don't quite think it's that big of a deal. I think if you're professional, you don't have to worry about who they like or who they support and all that kind of stuff. So don't get caught up in that too much, I wouldn't say.
Mel Khalifa says, off topic, but have you guys seen the Linda's podcast on the Football Guru? He's entirely in charge of our tactics, and it was his idea to invert Trent.
We knew it was his idea to invert Trent, yeah.
No comment.
The man's still
Matt
talking,
10 says Salah's priceless. NC owners targeting our boys.
Newcastle.
Yeah,
because it's quite like no Chelsea or Newcastle important players are getting poached up, are they?
Oh, I've not thought about that.
Weaken the enemy, bro.
I'll speak offline about that stuff. Still, I'm not going to speak online about that. Looks very shady. Now that's just been brought to my attention. Bizarre says, guys, Fulham want 80 mil euros for Palhinha, not 60. I'll big up yourself, Bizarre. Well, hopefully it don't go through for them. Jeannie says, fellas, after looking up the clip of Endo getting put on a merry-go-round, it reminded me of my little bro trying to tackle me playing American football.
That's our DM, you man.
Don't drift, man.
I can't help it, bro. It's a vivid memory, bro, that I've got. Because at the time, I remember thinking, that is our DM. I was like, oh, no, that is our DM. What?
I was an out-of-body. That whole game, just felt like an out-of-body experience. I'm not going to lie.
You know, it was nowhere near as bad, but it just gave me cliche. Was it cliche? Not cliche.
Cliche Hazard. No, it was Coquelin Hazard.
Coquelin Hazard. It gave me that Coquelin Hazard vibe of like, oh, man wants a piggyback, you know. Oh, man.
Olu says, how about system change? 4-2-3-1. So Boz on the right, Trent in a double pivot and get a new right back. Is get a good right back, then a right wing in of Salah's quality. Big up Kopish. I personally think we should switch to 4-2-3-1 anyway and place a Boz in the 10.
I don't want Sabo on the right. It's a waste.
Yes, I was going to say I don't want him on the right. Here's the thing, though. We talk about getting right backs that are good enough. The pool's kind of getting slim there as well. Again, my criteria for a right back would be very different to other people's. So I don't know if there's any. I know people are automatically going to say people like Hakimi and all that, but we ain't getting Hakimi.
And if you look at the struggle for centre forwards from a lot of the big teams at the moment, Liverpool probably knew paying over the odds for Nunes was worth it, so we didn't get caught up in this whirlwind of there's no strikers in the world. It is very slim pickings, man. 72 million for Højbjerg or Højlund or however you pronounce his name, and the boy not even done nothing. I think 2 seasons of top level football and Champions League for Nunes is looking like a bit of a deal when you look at it like that. Chelsea need a striker. Like, even PSG now are kind of struggling to try and get a striker.
Jackson does look like he could be very good, though.
He does. PSG, Mawani, they just got a bid reject. Like, everybody wants strikers now, and there's not many out there. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, that's true. Vacabon says, if Liverpool get Gravenberch and United get Amrabat, who's got the better player? What you think, guys?
We've got the better player.
We got the better player. But in theory, they should swap the two. Like, they need an 8 more than they need a 6, and we need a 6 more than we need an 8. So it'd be weird that both clubs have done that.
They want to play a pivot, apparently, though, meaning that they want 2 sitting midfielders. So technically, we both need a 6 as much as each other, really. I don't know why they want Gravenberch. That's what's weird about it, because Gravenberch going in there doesn't help them to be defensively better, which is what Man United's midfield
good in a pivot. He is good in a pivot, though.
No, I get that. But if you've got Mount, Gravenberch and Bruno as the other options to play with Casemiro, there's still not really much help for Casemiro defensively, if you think about it. Do you know what I mean? So it's still a bit weird that... I don't know.
Giconyo says, great content. Let's pray for a great season. You never walk alone. Big up yourself. Remember for 20 months as well, man. Big up yourself, bro. Hate says, Anthony is the human version of a belly button. Useless.
A male belly button.
Yeah.
The female belly button has use, though, isn't it?
I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole still.
It's one of the very mysteries. It's like, God just probably made us like this so we kind of feel similar, because nipples and belly button to men don't make no sense. But I don't know. It is what it is. They've taken Cal out again.
Sorry about that.
No, but it's true though, isn't it? Nipples and belly button on men make no sense, bro. Like, what's the purpose of nipples and belly button on men? It's literally just so we look like women, in terms of like, we've got 10 fingers, 10 toes, and 4 and all that. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's a bit mad, isn't it? But
you always throw a curveball in there, bro. Oh man.
Actually, I know a use for male belly buttons to let females know who the nasty youths are. That's what the use of a male belly. You know, there's enough man them with dirty belly buttons. You look all nasty around.
Yeah. Says, tell Drift to check Robin's numbers. He's wrong. I mean, the eye test alone for Robin, though. Like,
we're not gonna put Saka in a conversation with Robin, are we? That's not what.
No, I do agree with M's sentiment, though, in terms of, I don't think you can judge a player just off stats or just off the eye test. It's got to be a combination of the both.
No, I hear that, but that's not what we're gonna do. Like, come on, like. I don't want Saka ever mentioned in the same bracket as Robin until like 10 years down the line.
But I think that's unfair to say that, Drift, because I genuinely... What, Saka, what, 21, 22?
Yeah, that's what I mean. At least another 10 years before I want to hear a conversation where you're putting
That's what I'm saying.
Robin, yeah.
It might not even need to be... in 5 years' time, we could be sitting there talking about Saka in those sort of terms. I don't think we should just shy it down. And you know, I'm going to stop.
Robin!
Sorry. I realise what I'm doing there. Sorry. My bad. You lot don't have to deal with Drifty offline. I doing it. Sorry, bro. Like, man just poisons my Cinnabon or something, bro. Eastwood says, with this rebuild, we are back to battling for top 4, and I would sell Mo for 150 right now if I had a secured replacement waiting in the wing. That's the problem, though, man. We don't. Oh, Jamie.
Jamie's just doing that to wind me up.
I know, bro. I know. Jamie's been saying some wild stuff recently.
Jamie's just doing that to wind me
up. Cal Ernest Nuama is now signed to Leon, 19 years old. I've never heard of the player Jamrock, bro. So I can't speak on the player. Never heard of that player.
You know what? And ratings to his family as well, to his parents, because to call a young boy Ernest, that's an old school name, you know, bro. Yeah, it is. That's a proper. Yeah, bro. If I said Ernest, you'd be waiting for me to talk about someone's granddad or something, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's an old school name.
Eastwood says, I do see the owners sell Mo and then force Klopp to play Szoboszlai right, then bring in Gravenberch to play with Matt 10. I mean, that they can't force Klopp to play Szoboszlai right wing. I can see them accepting.
I hate
the
fact
bid
that
for Salah, though.
I hate the fact that what Eastwood is saying could be a possibility, though. I hate the fact that could actually be a possibility.
but the owners can't force Klopp to play a player in a position. Anthony says, big up Kopish, Gravenberch and Kone. What do you rate the summer? If it's Gravenberch and Kone,
I'd give that a 9.
I'd give it a 7.5.
Fair enough. I'd give that a 9. Soboslai, McAllister, Gravenberch, Kone, and Endo. I'd give that a 9. Only thing stopping that being a 10 is a defender.
It'd be a 7.5 for me. Sultan says, Cal, you think Chandler beats Connor in December? I do. I think he stops him.
I do as well, unfortunately.
Sultan says, Palmer to Chelsea for 45 mil. Bone would be about 80 mil plus. He's not worth it. That's a weird move. I don't know.
What, Cole Palmer?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Man City, you're going to let Chelsea have a player? What's going on? Oh, what?
Yeah, it's very confusing. Very confusing.
Are we turning into the Italian league? Why are all the big teams doing business with each other?
We're the ones that don't get any of that from.
Why are all the big teams doing business with each other? What's happening here? I'm confused.
It's very weird.
And Chelsea are like one of the main culprits. They're letting loads of the rivals have players. Even Newcastle, they just gave
Lewis Hall.
Yeah, Lewis Hall. Like,
that's a good signing for Newcastle.
What's going on? I'm confused here. What's going on? Am I missing something here, or what's happening? What is all this?
Anthony James says, has Klopp changed a player's position and it worked?
Genie.
Hendo, when he played in the 6, was good. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else.
Genie's the one that screams the loudest.
Genie did play, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he play in a double pivot before he came to Newcastle?
He was box to box at PSV at times.
Not a massive change, effectively.
Yeah, no, but Klopp like made him proper defensive though, didn't he? Like he made him into like a defensive monster more than a box to box kind of. You know,
sorry,
Firmino.
Firmino. Mane. No, in fact, I wouldn't even.
Right, they just keep doing Cal dirty. As Cal was about to say, though, Mane had played left wing before, but obviously being such a successful right wing for us, and then moving over to left wing, I guess slightly counts as well.
Milner left back. Mane 9.
Defensively, it wasn't a position change, but I guess making Trent an attacking right back and revolutionizing how right backs are.
Trent been doing that from the academy, bro.
He was a midfielder in the academy.
No, bro, he played right back as well. If you watch Trent now, Trent's not half as attacking now as he was back in the academy days.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He was more of a midfielder though in the academy, weren't he?
No, at right back he was mad attacking in the academy days, bro. It was scary how attacking he was. If you don't think he cares about defense now, he didn't give a monkey back in the academy days. Genie says Simi hasn't been the same since Milner slapped him. Can't believe he did that. I remember Cal said he wouldn't let a teammate do that to him. No, I wouldn't. And I wouldn't do that. I'd never do that to one of my teammates. And on the same side, I'm not have a teammate slap me in the face. Like, respect goes two ways. I would never slap one of my teammates in the face.
Cal, what if there was a house fire and it was getting really, really dangerous and you were panicking?
No, this is football.
And I slapped you in the face to shake you out of your panic.
No.
Would you be angry or would you understand why?
This is different, Drift. This is you didn't track your runner and man slapped you in your face, bro.
That's like a house fire in a Champions League.
No, it's not. Not in a friendly, bro. Not in a preseason friendly. I'll be honest with you.
I love Milner. It was a competitive game. It wasn't a friendly. It was a competitive game, I'm sure.
It was a friendly, Drift. It wasn't a competitive game. It was a friendly.
Nah, it can't have been because I remember everybody was angry. Why would we be angry in a preseason game?
Drift, it was a preseason game. People are angry because it's disrespectful, bro.
No, people were angry at Tsimikas glitching. Remember, it was like he glitched and it was like a big. No, it can't have been a thingy.
All I'm saying, if if you slap me in the face, then expect something back. Like, you can't just be slapping people in the face and expect it to be.
But in a house fight, if you were panicking.
But this is not a house fight. This is not life and death right now.
No, I'm saying if it was, though, it's acceptable.
I know, man. If someone slaps me, you better be prepared to get what you get back.
Cal's like, no, man, just let me bun up, man. I'll learn my lesson by getting...
No. In that situation, yeah, you slap me in the face, but on a football pitch, you can't be doing that, man. I'd never slap one of my teammates in the face. You can't slap me in the face. Eastwood says, Cal, can you move your screen to the left? I'm just used to seeing drift on the right. There you go, Eastwood, bro. Does it really mess with you guys when we swap sides? It doesn't really bother me now.
Ansu Fati to Brighton. Oh, shit. Is that real?
I'm hearing to Tottenham. It just seems like he's been like...
You know what? He's a wonder kid that hasn't fulfilled that potential, innit?
Injuries got him, innit?
He was so good.
Says, had a debate with my bro yesterday. He says Leao is top 3 left winger in the world. I disagree. Grealish, Martinelli, others better than him. Thoughts? How did you meet Don Robbie? I met Don Robbie through Drift and Matt.
Yeah, I met Robbie originally through business ventures. A shout out, and he's been absolutely amazing to us ever since, man. Love Robbie. And in terms of left wingers, Sultan, I know he's trying to wind me up the other day when he's doing the whole Mane's doing the Sue and all that stuff. So I feel like you're trying to wind me up again, Sultan. Leao, in my opinion, on current form, is better than Grealish on the left wing. He is better than Martinelli. I don't know if I'd go as far to say he's top 3 because you got Mbappe, you got Vinny Jr. straight away. That's like the top 2. I'd say Leao's better than Grealish and Martinelli, though, in my opinion.
I think talent-wise, as a winger, I think Leao's better, but I think Grealish is way more consistent. But that comes with age as well.
Recently, Leao's been super consistent, you know.
Grealish for a whole calendar year has been that guy still.
Who would you have at Liverpool right now if it was out of those two to be Liverpool's left winger? Would you pick Leao or Grealish?
I'm sitting on the fence here. It depends who else is in my front 3.
Salah's on the right and Nunes or Jota's up the middle. And who would you pick, Leao or Grealish?
I'd probably go Grealish.
All right, fair enough.
Because he's more of a creator, in my opinion. So he'd lay a lot on for Salah and
I think Leao can do both. I think he's creative and a goal for it. He's a super, super talented player, you know.
No, he's talented, but I think if you're saying like someone like Craver now, you know my thoughts on Craver anyway. Like I've been talking about Craver for
the thing about you see Leao's just got that makes right back shit themselves. Grealish is a brilliant footballer, there's no doubt. But right backs don't shit themselves when they're playing him. They shit themselves when they're playing Leao. If he's on it, Leao will embarrass the hell out of you.
No, like, I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? He'll mug you off. You want to slap him, Cal.
Let's not act like Grealish can't twist a man.
No, Grealish is a brilliant player. No doubt about
Grealish is sick.
But yeah.
Sultan says they fund each other, but nobody deals with us.
Yeah, it's becoming a bit like that now, isn't it? I'm not even gonna lie.
Senabe3 says, I think we're going for Endo Gravenberch deep. Oh no. Gravenberch as a lone 6 is trouble. You remember what I said about Thuram not molding Thuram? If you're gonna do that, go and get Thuram instead of Gravenberch, respectfully. Thuram will be way better as a DM than Gravenberch will. Anthony James says, what's the go-to order from Cinnabon? Where do we start?
The go-to order would be 2 original.
Bloody hell.
You're going for a 6, Anthony. That's what you got to do. If you're going to Cinnabon, you go for a 6. So the 6 would be 2 original, 1 chocolate, and
Biscoff.
And then 3 Biscoff. That's my go-to 6. 3 Biscoff, 2 original, 1 chocolate. That's what you got to do, bro. Jeez. The Biscoff Cinnabon is absolutely sensational.
Jamie feeling Cinnabon.
Jamie, what?
Jamie.
But now you know he was trolling. Because he's trolling now. He has to be. He has to be. Hey, Sadiq, let them know, bro. Big up Sadiq. Sadiq knows. Sadiq got the combination. All the belts. No, real talk. Sadiq knows. Sadiq's a G. Man went and got them.
Hold on. Wait. Tarmizi, I see you, bro. Tarmizi, I'm on the diet. I went for a run this morning. I did a workout after the run, and I've eaten clean today. Before I go bed, I'm gonna have some lamb and salad and some fruit. Don't worry. I touch
Aunt Anne's is nice. Trust me. Jamie just said he'd rather go Greg's. He's definitely trolling.
Nah, that's got to be trolling. Jamie,
he's 100% trolling. There's no way Jamie's being serious. There's absolutely no way Jamie's being serious that he'd rather go Greg's. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. And Greg's is nice. The apple Danish from Greg's bangs. Tottenham cake. Aye, bangs.
Tottenham
you know
cake
what I mean?
is elite.
A chicken
something so simple but so nice. It should be illegal, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. The apple Danish from Greg bangs. I'm not gonna lie, it is. But no. Nah, Jamie, you're not serious, man. You're trolling me, bro. You're trolling me.
Lorenzo said, "Would you take Ansu Fati on loan?" No.
I would.
I don't. Bro, left wing is one position we really are right.
No. I hear you, but I would, because if you can get the best out of the player, there's a super talent. So like if the loan works out,
then he just goes back to Barcelona.
No, I do it with an option that it was up to us if we wanted to keep him. So if he played well, then like, but their financial problems mean that they might be willing to do that. You never know.
Okay. You really believe in FFP and all this stuff?
I have to, Cal. Otherwise, what am I gonna live for, bro?
I admire you, bro. I admire you. You really still believe in this stuff. I rate it, man. I rate it.
People are saying he's leaving on permanent, bro. Is he leaving? Has he gone Brighton on a permanent? It's not loan. Oh shit.
Hate says, off topic drift. Sometimes I feel weird when you wear vests. It seems sus when I see your armpits. I say pause when you lift your arms.
I think that's a you issue, bro. But yeah,
it says, need to see him in the Premier League. Lukaku and Dead CR7 got top goal scorer. Who's that?
Who
is that Ansu Fati, maybe? Or Liao?
Maybe Liao, because Liao plays in because it was Sultan saying he don't think Liao's top 3, so he must be talking about Liao,
Anthony James says, what is Biscoff? I don't think we have it in the US, so it's called Lotus. Is it Lotus Biscoff biscuits?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a combination of like ginger and cinnamon in a biscuit, but then it's been like transformed into like a sandwich spread, and it's. Did I have it in America? Does America have Biscoff?
I think they must do. Mario says Ren's looking for a centre back. TRT will leave. Salah will leave for 150 mil, in my opinion. Bring in that geezer from Napoli. Stick Diaz on the left. That means on the right. Nunes up top. Look, if we get cover, I'll be over the moon. I just don't want to see us playing Diaz on the right. It's not going to be as effective. It just won't. It really.
But what if it's like Mane, bro, where it takes a couple of weeks, a couple of months, maybe, but then once he adapts, he's just as brilliant on that.
No, he's not Mane.
Yeah, but he could be what he is, though, isn't it?
No, but the beauty of Mane, was that Mane was extremely two-footed.
No, I hear that, but is that not just us being proper used to the inverted cow? Because remember that goal we scored against Arsenal? Diaz was playing on the right last season, and it was him who created the goal for Nunes. He could be a
made a run
conventional
to the
winger.
right. He wasn't playing on the right. He made a run to the right.
No, sorry, that's what I mean. But like, so he could just be a conventional winger then, where he becomes creative in that way, and he doesn't have to keep cutting inside and just shooting all the time, you know, which I think he's actually capable of as well. I think he's still got a good enough left foot that he might be able to do that. But yeah, Biscoff is available in America, Anthony. It is. I just looked it up. Apparently, the Americans fell in love with it when it was served on aeroplanes during flights, and then the company took it over there. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just want to. I'll be very happy if we sign that RTT. I'd just be happy with any centre back at this point, to be honest. Even Max
Sadiq, there's a Popeyes in Norbury, Sadiq, so you don't even have to wait till the one up is in Croydon, bro.
Oh, is there?
Oh,
bro.
Hey, Popeyes is nice.
Hey, this is a bit harsh, bro.
To get the chair, you know, man wants a Triple H special, you know.
Eastwood says Biscoff cookies are a mainstay here in the US. They serve them on all.
There you go. Yeah,
Popeyes opening in East Croydon very soon. I couldn't say the last time I went to Croydon, you know, like to do anything. I usually go Bromley now.
I'm not gonna lie. When I'm in Croydon, I just feel weird.
I just think they just let the area. They just not put money into the area, man. Like Croydon, it's just, got so much potential. I love Croydon. Croydon's home. It's got so much potential, but they're just not putting in the money, man.
It's a hangout for the hoodlums now, isn't it?
Yeah, Sultan, is Leao better than Diaz before the injury? No.
It's very close though.
Nah, Diaz different level, man.
No, Diaz is better, but it's very close. It is very close. Leao is a super talented player.
I've got Diaz there. Leao's good, but I think Diaz is a different level.
EMJP, it's got to be the milk chocolate digestive, bro. It's got to be the milk chocolate. The dark chocolate ones are nice, but it's got to be the milk chocolate.
I'm not really a digestive fan, you know.
Oh, okay.
I saw the disappointment. You can't hide your emotions for
No, bro. Because you know what? Like this is a true statement. Milk chocolate digestive is the GOAT biscuit. It is. I've got some right now in the bread bin. It is the GOAT. But no, it is. If you really ask me to break it down, milk chocolate digestive is the GOAT biscuit. It is
over the quadruple chocolate cookie.
Yeah, it is, bruv.
No way, bruv.
It's the GOAT. It's the GOAT biscuit. No, bruv. Any biscuit that you can dunk in tea and it tastes beautiful, or you can eat it by itself and it's beautiful, and can quench your hunger, that's the best biscuit, bruv.
No.
It's the best biscuit. And it's got fiber in it. Help you go toilet. Bruv.
I was really trying to sell it.
It's the GOAT biscuit, bruv.
Nah.
It's the GOAT biscuit. Hey, milk chocolate hobnobs. Woo, they're beautiful as well. But yeah.
You have tried the quadruple chocolate cookie, haven't you?
Yeah, it bangs 100%.
Have you dipped that in tea? I don't drink tea in it. Have you dipped that?
No. I wouldn't dip a cookie in my tea. I wouldn't.
Sorry, I said. You looked at me like I said the word.
Yeah, I was.
Have some pride, Callum. Have some pride, bro.
First of all, bro, how big's your mug? Bruv, that cookie's about this big, bro. The circumference of that cookie was huge. The ones you got me to buy, bro. If I held it in front of my face, I couldn't see the missus, bro. That biscuit was about this big, bro. That biscuit was huge, bro.
So no, the circumference of the cookie is the same as the. It might even be smaller than the digestive, the circumference. But the width.
No. Not the one you made me buy, it ain't.
Which one did I get you?
You made me buy the one that's only about 5 in a pack for a start, so you know how big they are. And remember, it's huge, bro.
Yeah,
I can't fix they're this big, you like.
No, the ones I'm thinking about, they do 8 in a pack, but they're smaller than the ones that had 5 in the ones with 5 in the pack. Yeah, that's impossible. You'd need a jug.
Yeah, but you can't dunk that in the thing, bro. They're huge.
You need a jug. Bro. You probably have to dip that in the bath, bro. But yeah, the other ones, huge, from like that they do in an 8 in a pack, you can dip those ones.
They're nice though. They're really nice. Don't get me wrong. They're really nice. But yeah.
You ain't tried the Rocky Road from Aldi, have you?
No, I haven't been there yet.
Next time I go, I'm gonna sort you out for some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sort you out for some, man.
Yeah, how the hell did we divert to food? That's a
It
mad
always
thing.
happens, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can't even blame this one on Matt either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we can't. We actually can't.
H says Drift is my twin absolute goat in his sugar tea.
Big up.
I'm
not gonna lie though, I am gonna stop soon. It's gonna be the death for me. No, it's gonna be the death for me. I am gonna stop soon. I have to.
You put too many people on now. You create a legacy. Give me, bro. I'm out here running these streets now because of what you've done, bro.
When I was just running through the goat biscuits in my head, I just remembered Jammy Dodgers, and I thought, oh man, I need to go and get a pack of Jammy Dodgers, bro. That is my shit.
Chocolate. Jamie said they do chocolate Jammy Dodgers.
No. Chocolate and Jammy Dodgers don't go together, Jamie. They don't.
Have you tried it?
Yeah. They're not horrible. They're not horrible, but
I've never even heard of it. You're just like,
oh, haven't you?
Try that in 2007, bro.
They do another flavor Jammy Dodgers as well. Is it a vanilla one? I think. Yeah, they got another flavor that they brought out. Aye, Imran and the Viennese, you know.
They are gorgeous.
That's a throwback and a half right there.
I remember Stevie. I got Stevie a packet and I tried one. I just finished them, man, and I just said they fell on the floor the next morning.
There's something about they're in a packet, bro. What? Fell on the floor. I know. It wouldn't even make a difference.
What is he gonna do? Argue with me, bro? He don't know the difference. I just said they fell on the floor.
Yeah, they're banging.
Oh, they are fantastic.
Yeah, they're banging.
Oh, they are fantastic.
M&S.
Think of any other biscuits?
Cookies. I have tried the white. I've tried the butter cookies from M&S Sadiq. I have. They do bang. They do. But if I'm gonna have a butter biscuit, then I'll have a shortbread. Because I shouldn't really eat butter biscuits because how much dairy's in them, and I'm not allowed dairy. Like it does give me a bit of a bad stomach. But if I'm gonna take the plunge, then yeah, shortbread, Scottish shortbread, dunking that in the tea, sensational. Coconut rings, they bang still.
I shouldn't be having this conversation now.
Yeah, no. I've got some hazelnut Maryland and chocolate digestives in the cupboard right now, bro. So I'm gonna go have some after we finish. Shout out to anyone who knows about the hazelnut Maryland as well. It's quite rare, but they bang.
EMJP chocolate bourbons.
Oh, bourbons is a classic. You know what bourbons are?
Shortbread.
Yeah, that's what I just said, bro.
But so good.
Yeah, that's what I just said, bro. The Scottish shortbread, bro. That's you dunking that in the tea. You're set, bro. You're absolutely set. Levels. Yeah, hey, H knows about the Maryland. Hey, maybe we are twins, bro. He knows about the hazelnut Maryland. They bang, bro. Absolutely bang. You lot make it. But no, chocolate bourbons. See, bourbons are like a staple of biscuits. They're like the dupe or the Fahrenheit. You know, like there's like a staple go-to. What's the king of fragrances? You can come up with all these other ones, but you say Hitman with the dupe or the Fahrenheit, man, no, okay, cool, bull. Yeah, you know, that's sort of like bourbons, crispy custard creams. Like they go into like that bracket. Like they're like, you know, always been around, will always be around. You know what I mean?
I hear it.
Pink Panther wafers, they bang still. Jaffa cakes bang. You lot are making me wanna chocolate malted milk, Mike. Malted milk are nice, but the chocolate malted milk,
man.
Yeah, I know. This is actually bad still.
Diet. Eastwood said chocolate covered chips or crisps are the one.
Oh, do you know what? There's this weird culture I've discovered where people eat chocolate and crisps at the same time. I don't think I can be a part of that.
Just this is weird culture.
Yeah, I eat them separately, But at the same time, if you get what I mean, so I'll finish my crisp and then I'll eat my chocolate. But this like mixing them and stuff, I'm not really. Yeah, that it's like people who get a hamburger and chips and they eat one and then eat the other. You confuse me. The point is you enjoy it at the same time. I'm always confused.
I know
by
I eat my chips before I eat my burger.
That's extremely strange, Cal. That's extremely, extremely strange. That's like me saying I get my rice and peas and my curry goat and I just eat the rice and peas and then I eat the curry goat. It's like, it's a meal. It's supposed to be eaten together, bro.
Rice is different though, isn't it?
Rice, chips, mashed potato, it's a side, bro. All them things that are side, bro.
What do you do? Put your burger, do you put your chips in your burger or something?
No. A couple chips, then a bite of burger. Then a couple chips, then a bite of burger.
Oh, Jaskaran, if you eat your burger first and leave your chips, that's shocking. That's a madness to me. So
I multitask people.
No, but eating the chips is like the build up to the burger, innit?
I mean, it just, I don't know, man. It seems weird.
Serious.
And then what if you've got a side with it? What if you've got like garlic bread or you've got something? So what are you going to do with that?
So I'd eat the garlic bread and the chips at the same time and then have the burger after.
So the burger's just sitting there.
I don't think I'd get chips and garlic bread though with a burger. I wouldn't get garlic bread with a burger.
Cal, you don't know what you're missing out on, bro.
Garlic bread with a burger?
Burger and chips with garlic bread, 100%, bro.
No, I'd more get like coleslaw or something.
Oh yeah, that too.
Right. I said that too.
With some salad as well. Yeah. 100%.
If I'm getting like chips and chicken, then garlic bread can run, but it's a lot of bread, isn't it?
So if you're eating chicken and chips, do you literally eat all the chips and then save the chicken?
Oh, you know what? You might have me there.
Bro, you're scaring me for a bit there, bro.
All right, but when I get Morley's, I usually get 2 wings, 2 ribs, and a piece of chicken. So I'll eat the chips.
Oh, you don't get chips, no?
Say again?
Oh, you mean chips is like...
Yeah. I'll eat the wings and the ribs with the chips. But the main piece of chicken I'll eat by itself.
Okay. But you're still mixing the chips with the wings.
Yeah,
and the
you
ribs.
got me there. You got me there.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
You worried me for a bit there, bro.
But no, I just think it's a burger thing. I wouldn't eat the burger while I'm eating the burger's like... It's a build up to that, isn't it?
Fair enough. Only thing I eat without chips is wings, because that's my star. If I've got like burger, chips, and wings, I'll eat the wings by itself, then I'll eat the burger and the chips together.
Oh, so yeah, if I do that, let's say I got wings, chips, and a burger, I'd eat the wings first, then the chips, and then the burger.
That's mad still. Chips and the burger's got to be eaten at the same time, man. Has to be.
I couldn't, man. Jeannie says, what's your favorite food / restaurant from the US? I have not been to America since I was 13, so I can't really say.
For me, I'd probably say Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's American, right? Am I right?
Like I'm more of a Domino's man.
I can't eat pizza, obviously, because I'm lactose, but like when I could, I think Pizza Hut's American. If I'm not mistaken, Pizza Hut's American. Pizza Hut.
You got Kojo in the comments.
The build up.
I wanted to use another analogy, but I'd be a bit much still. Sultan said, never tried Caribbean food. What do you recommend? Everything.
Wow.
Everything, Sultan.
Yeah, everything.
Sultan, DM me. I got food for everywhere, every day of the week. You can try something new.
Yeah. The first thing that I would tell you to get, though, first thing, I would probably say stewed chicken, rice and peas with plantain, and a dumpling. I'll say that if that should be your first West Indian meal.
Curry goat, I think.
I mean, I don't like spicy food in it. Sometimes curry goat can be too much. Like spicy wise, I don't know if Sultan likes spicy food or not, but I will say stewed chicken, rice and peas, dumpling, portion of plantain. That's what I would recommend as your first ever West Indian meal. And then we go from there and then we build up.
You've got mutton soup on the side as well now. Hardo bread.
See people see things like oxtail and that, guys. We got to dip man in slowly. If you've never eaten Caribbean food before, we dip you in slowly, and then you work your way up to the oxtail and the jerk chicken and the ackee and saltfish.
Caribbean food is so dangerous. There's so much variety.
Bruv, that's why I don't go in. I just order and get it delivered to my house now. Because if I go in, I bullshit you not. I buy things I know I don't need.
Yeah.
I've never been in a West Indian shop and spent less than £30. It's impossible, bro.
Sweet chili fried fish from Caribbean. Have you seen that? It's just a new thing that's happening now. Oh my goodness.
I haven't. No, I haven't. It sounds nice though.
I'm a steak, bro. I'm tweaking and everything, bro. I'm tweaking, bro. Look at me. Tweaking, bro. I'm tweaking.
Oh man.
Oh man.
But do you know what? Yeah, do you know what's making me realize that I am gonna have to stop supporting my people because my pocket can't take it? The other day, I went to the West Indian shop. Actually, it was yesterday, and I got a large bun and a large hardo bread. Cal, have a guess how much they said.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna say about £8.
£9, Cal.
For hardo bread and a bun.
For a large hardo bread and a large bun. I nearly told the woman to put it back.
And you know they'd have cussed you out if you did that.
Oh yeah, because she'd already wrapped it, bruv.
No,
when she said
on.
£9, all right. Let me be pedantic.
Bun in the box.
She said £8.90. Yeah.
Oh, to be pedantic. You out, bruv, you should have told me. So, do you not get the bun in the box?
Nah, bruv. My bakery has it like fresh, so they bag it as you buy it, bro.
No, bro, I got you for bun, man. HTB bun,
bruv. All I know is,
Drift, I got you for bun. Don't buy that.
When
again.
she said £9 for, I was like,
I got you for hardo bread as well.
I was so confused where I was for a minute, bro. £9.
I got you for those now. Don't do that again. That's not beautiful. Right. You can't be charging £9.
It's beautiful though. Like the bun is so. If I give you some of this bun, bruv, but I was like, nah, hold on a minute.
Bruv, the one that I've got, this HTB stuff, bruv, different. Even Jamrock knows, bruv. HTB, the Easter bun.
No, I've had the bun in the box. I don't know if I've had the HTC bun. I've had the bun in the box,
bro,
though.
HTB.
I've had that one. I mean, hold on. Let me see if it's the one I've had. HTB.
Oh, it's fire.
Yeah. I've had that one. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah. Yeah. I've had that. That does bang. I do like that. But I'll probably say that my bakery one is nicer. I'm not even just saying, like, I think it is, but it's still like for the price, like, yo, £9 for hardo bread and bun. I swear down, Kat, if she hadn't put it in the fresh bag and bagged it, I would have said, "Now put that back. Now put that back." You lot are actually taking the piss. Guess how much patty and cocoa bread was?
Shouldn't be more than £2.50.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Don't. How much?
I said, no, it shouldn't be.
How much was it?
£3.10.
Nah. They're ripping you off.
£3.10 for a patty and cocoa. But this is just the world we live in now, bro. This is just the world we live in now, bro.
That's the world you're living in, bro. I am paying £3.10 for cocoa bread. What? Cornfield? You think I'm doing that at Cornfield, bro?
£3.10.
Cornfield's up there, bro. Patty Palace as well. Nah, absolutely not.
I can't remember exactly what it was. I'd have to go in my bank, but from what I remember,
that's a small lunch meal, bro.
It was, I bought a patty and cocoa bread. I bought hardo bread bun. I bought a slice of rum cake, and I got ackee and saltfish with rice and a fried dumpling. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure she said something like £24. I think something like, bruv. I walked out of there just thinking to myself, I just kind of got robbed still.
I'm going to learn how to make patties.
These are the prices now, bro. These are the prices now.
I'm going to teach myself how to make patty. And I'll buy the cocoa bread by itself, but I'm going to learn how to make patty. I want that oxtail patty.
Yeah, that does look nice still. That does look nice still.
I'm not going to lie. I literally think about that oxtail patty at least 3 times a week. I need that, bro. Like, I just need that in my life. Shout out to LFCB. Thank you for your super chat. Lorenzo said, "This is one crazy rabbit hole."
Yeah. You know what happens? I've noticed we normally do this though, Cal, because we're hungry. We go down the food rabbit hole when we're hungry.
I'm starving.
It's like my mum always used to tell me, don't go to the supermarket hungry because you will always buy more than you were supposed to.
Yeah, I'm willing. I'm now willing to risk my diet. I'm thinking about risking it. H says, man said dupe and Fahrenheit, that is poor. I've never tried Fahrenheit. Green dupe is good.
Hold on. Poor? Fahrenheit is Christian Dior, bro. That isn't poor.
I've never tried Fahrenheit.
It's just a classic. It's an original.
Shout out to
Fahrenheit, beautiful fragrance
as well.
Yeah, big up.
Sadiq says, I do the same thing, Cal. Don't watch you. Thank you, Sadiq, bruv. Chips first, man. You gotta have some fun before you have the real fun, you know. Sultan says, strange. What about people who go Five Guys and drink a milkshake while eating the burger? What the F is your stomach made of?
Facts.
Yeah.
Milkshake with fast food.
Yeah,
that is an instant shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do that. I really don't.
I don't drink milkshakes, to be fair.
When I was younger, I used to love milkshake.
Drifty says dupe is the perfect construction workers.
Nah, dupe is really nice, H. Come on.
I like dupe. I wear dupe.
Dupe is a really nice fragrance, man. Come on.
It's a construction worker. Can you imagine throwing on some aftershave to go work on a site? Like, you get ripped for the whole day by your colleagues, you know.
Construction workers aftershave is brute. Old Spice.
Why wear aftershave? That's like me putting on aftershave to go play football. Like,
no, but you know, like
I'll put on deodorant. Obviously, I'll have a shower, put on deodorant. I ain't putting on aftershave. Like, that's wild. Mario says, dunk McDonald's fries in milkshake. Yum, that's wild.
That's wild. Still,
that's wild.
That's mad.
Eastwood says chocolate covered potato chips, not French fries. No, we got you.
Yeah.
No, we got you.
I heard in America they deep fry Mars bars. Is that true?
No, that happens in the UK as well, bro.
Yeah, that's a heart attack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're asking for all kinds of
Mars bar in batter.
Yeah.
You're asking for a heart attack.
Yeah, you're literally playing Russian roulette with God right there still.
Yeah.
Imrat says, big up to the missus. She's pregnant with my fourth child. Balalala. Hate it when everyone congratulates her. No one tickles my balls and says, well done. Anyway, big up. Man. I'm gonna be real though. If one of the man them come up to me, or if anyone tried to come up to me and start trying to tickle my balls, we'd have a fight, bro. It's true. No one gives me a pat on the back and says, "Well done, Cal," like or "Well done, man." No one did that. It was always like theoretically we make that happen still. Imran's got a point. Peter says Caribbean food is great, but Haitian food is the best. I've heard Haitian food is fantastic, actually. I've heard Haitian food.
I'm going to be biased though, innit? And I think everybody is. That's why I say Caribbean, because
I've never tried Haitian food, but I've always heard good things about it.
No, but here's the wickedest thing. I know when we say Caribbean, Cal, we're mainly talking about Jamaican food. I know obviously maybe
Trini as well.
Yeah, because you throw the roti in there and the curry chicken, all that. But like generally speaking, I'm talking about Jamaican food when I say Caribbean food, but obviously we can bring in others. So Haitian food is Caribbean food. Isn't it?
Yeah.
If we're being technical, then Haitian food is in the umbrella of Caribbean food. So
she's bad. Like Chris Angel said, he's eating callaloo for breakfast, you know. Man, like Chris.
Come on. That's how you know his wife is the one, because she's put him on.
Facts. Choki says, with all this food talk, what's mukbang?
Mukbang? I'm not sure.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, just let us know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm sure that is. Sadiq says, where did you go to Cornfields? Nah, Cornfields ain't as expensive as where Drift goes. Drift is going to Jamaica to get his bun and hard
You know what though? Shout out to Callaloo in the morning. You don't make it to lunchtime without a toilet visit though, Chris, do you?
Yeah. Callaloo goes straight through still.
Callaloo goes I don't eat it anymore. That's how quick it goes straight through you.
Cleanses the insides.
Yeah, but I used to love Callaloo and Saltfish, but that goes through you so quickly.
Oh, like, sorry. Mukbang is when people eat food in front of the camera. Oh no, we won't be doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That type
but you know what though? You know what? We might, if we ever get the time, this isn't a guarantee. We might do a little. Yeah, we might do a little or a little come down with me or something that's like just for the fun of it. Seems we are all like, and we give each other what we think is food the other hasn't had.
I'm not even saying this to be cheeky to both you and Matt because I know you can both cook. I think I'd cook the best food, but I think you two would gang up and not make sure I don't win.
I think you'd cook the best food. I'm not even gonna front. I think you could. I think I'd make the best dessert and you'd make the best.
Oh dinner. Yeah, well, yeah, obviously that goes without saying. Like dessert, I wouldn't even try, and I might just buy something. I'm not gonna.
But you definitely make the best meal. I'm not even gonna front on that. You would make the best meal, 100%. I think you would win. I know Matt thinks he's better than you, but I probably think you would win today.
No, I think I win.
But I'd go into that an underdog, and if I come out on top, I come out on top. Oh, they've got Cal again, innit? They keep on trying to get Cal. Mizzy, big up yourself, bro. Says you guys talk about treats whilst I'm at the gym about to do compound list. Raw, this is violent. I'm gonna wick with the dragon breath. Apologies, bro. Apologies. Oh shit, we got Leicester in the cup, people. Yeah, is that what? Okay. Let me get the draw up now. I know people said that the draw was happening. We should have maybe gone live while it was on. Actually, to be fair, shouldn't we? Where's the draw? Right, the draw. What's going on here? Where's the draw? How can a website not show me the draw?
It's getting ridiculous at this point.
Are you bet? Why is it not? What's going on, man? How is it so hard to find the draw? Carabao Cup draw. Have you heard, Cal? We got Leicester, yeah. I'm just trying to see that. I'm trying to see. Yeah. Big up, Lee. I was thinking about Lee the other day when I was seeing all their players that have left, and I was thinking it must be difficult right now to be a Leicester fan, man. They really did lose.
The other day as well. Big up, Lee, man.
Yeah, big up, Lee.
M. Tomizzi says you guys talk about treats whilst on the way to the gym about to do compound lifts. Right, this is violent. I'm going wick with the dragon breath launcher. M. Tomizzi, stay strong, bro. Stay strong.
Cal, by the way, that bun that you was just telling me, I'm online. It's $8.99, bro.
You think I'm gonna pay $8.99 for a bun?
No, I don't think you would actually. No.
Come on, man. You know me better than that. You know me, man.
Oh, the draw's still live. Oh, okay. That's why it isn't up yet. Fair dues. Yeah, apologies, Mizzy. Again, like I said, we don't mean to put you off your thing.
Shout out to Lorenzo, just become a member. Big up yourself, Lorenzo.
Big up.
Adnan says, I can't believe there is no DM in the world. It's not a small place, the world. That we can't find them by. I just don't get it. Facts. That's absolute facts.
I mean, we did technically. Endo's a DM.
Fair dues. Hate says Fahrenheit is used by FedEx drivers. Fair say. Come on, bro. I've never used Fahrenheit myself.
No, Fahrenheit is beautiful. It is.
So Dad says, seen the links to No, I don't even know how to pronounce this person's name. From
Yeah,
DM from
I
Prague.
haven't.
No.
I haven't.
Peterson says, yes, Haitian is Caribbean real brothers. We are indeed. We are indeed.
We are. That's what I mean, man. We just put it all under one umbrella. We cheat, innit? We just put it all under one umbrella. So if anyone tries to beat us, we're like, this Caribbean food, man. What are you talking about?
I think we have the best. I think we do have the best.
Yeah, I think we do. I know it's being biased, but I think we have the best food.
Well, Drift, anything you want to say before we take the people out?
Kojo just asked us a question, bro. Is this our worst transfer window in the last 10 years?
Ask me on Friday.
Are you sitting on the fence on that one, yeah?
Ask me on Friday.
Oh, Newcastle Man City in the cup. That's tasty.
Beautiful. Hope Joe Linton gets sent off.
The reason why this isn't our worst, Kojo, in my opinion, is because when you bring in two players of the quality of McAllister and Szoboszlai, I still think you've got to be excited about those players, even if you're annoyed at the others. If you go and look at some of our other transfer windows, we brought in players that we didn't even want or were happy with, or weren't of that caliber. So yeah, I still think that this is.
Oh, he tried to catch me out.
I was thinking for a minute, did he try and catch you out?
Yeah, he tried to catch you out. Good job, I didn't fall for it. I did think it was a little suspicious, but I couldn't get my head around it at first. No pun intended, by the way. So Sultan says, City got 2 in Chelsea, Brighton, Arsenal, Brentford. We got the easier draw. Let's hope we can do something. Let's hope, man. Let's hope.
Oh, I get what, I was going to say, I get what you mean. If you're talking about like the outgoings as well, yeah, I get what you mean, because we've let a lot of talent go. So I get what you mean.
Ask me on Friday.
Yeah. Do you know what? Kojo, we'll reconvene on Friday, brother. We'll reconvene on Friday. That's
at this point. You see the transfer show we did last year for deadline day. We might as well just relaunch that video the way things are going.
Mad thing. Oh shit! It's Chelsea versus Brighton and Chelsea's bitch. Mad thing. Okay, we got a couple big draws in there. Yeah, they're not Brighton and Hove Albion, bro. They're Brighton and Chelsea's bitch. That's who they are.
They didn't do anything wrong, Drift, man.
Bro, they let Chelsea just bad them up all the time.
They didn't let them bad, bro. They badded up Chelsea, if anything.
Nah.
Guna Lee, you did, bro. You did. You did say about. I'm just hoping that Saudi coming for Saka, another god. I'm hoping. F it. Throw Martinelli in there as well, man. Let's just hope.
I mean, I'm wondering why nobody's come for any of these Arsenal players. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Not
God
one.
Willing it happens. God willing, it happens soon.
Not one. Fair enough.
But well, Drift, anything you want to say to people before we take them out?
Nah, big up to everyone, man. Big up for rocking with us on this out of nowhere video that we wanted to do. I hope everybody has a nice dinner as well. I'm hungry now, so you know what I mean.
Salad and lamb for me. Yay.
Oh, that's nice, bro. Salad and lamb, that's nice, bro.
Yeah, what are you having? You having salad and lamb?
I genuinely have nothing. I've got the first thing. I've got a new rule now when there's no dinner prepared. I go on Uber Eats, I go on Just Eats, and whatever looks good, I just order it.
Oh, hold tight, you, man.
Because if not, I'll be on there for an hour trying to pick. Like, have you ever thought, I don't know what mood I'm in for a movie, but let me see. And then between Disney, Netflix, you're like, bro, I just wasted 45 minutes trying to just pick it. Like, sometimes it's not worth it, innit? Like, I've got like that with food now. I can be like, oh my God, it's saying 10 minutes and I can't order. It's getting that late, like, and it just take long. Like, now I'm just like, I might get a Popeyes though, actually. Might get a Popeyes.
Yeah. So you would opt for salad and lamb then, no? Cool.
If you made me salad, bro, if you drove to my house right now and dropped me salad and lamb, I will eat that with absolutely no problem, bro. Absolutely no problem.
Cool.
I'll order a Popeyes to your house. You deliver me your lamb and we'll swap.
No, I'm on a diet, bro. What do you want, M-Tar Mizzy to punch me up as well, bro? Are you all right? Like, no, I'm on a diet, bro. Promo says, looking like we are signing all of our players from Germany. Look, as long as Kone's in there and maybe Hincapie, and let's do it, man.
Imran, no, I haven't, and I will never. Watch that.
That's wild. Yeah, I've not watched that.
I will never, ever. I don't think I'll be able to eat again if I ever watch that film.
Yeah. Well, people, it's been a pleasure as always. 2 days left. Friday will be live again unless something breaks tomorrow. No, in fact, tomorrow will be live, right?
Yeah, we got the preview for the Newcastle game tomorrow, people.
And then Friday. So you got us tomorrow, Friday, and then Sunday, people, unless something breaks on Saturday, which I doubt it would because the window would be shut by then anyway. But
yeah, do you know what's scandalous, Cal? Liverpool Villa's not live.
Oh, don't get me started, man.
Have you seen the game they've chosen to be the live game that day?
No, go on. What is it?
Let me remind myself. Hold on. Let me quickly remind myself. Who these people thought was a better game.
Europa League draw tomorrow as well, Drift.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Cal, you ready for this?
Go on.
Crystal Palace Wolves.
And you know what? No disrespect to both those clubs. I actually really like both those clubs, but Villa and Liverpool, that could potentially be
Crystal Palace versus Wolves is the game they decided to show over Liverpool versus Aston Villa.
Jokes.
Are you taking the piss, bro?
That's jokes.
Are you actually taking the piss? And I'm just confused. Again, I don't want to do this conspiracy thing or whatever. It's getting a bit tired now, isn't it? But from what I remember, like Man City have been televised twice. They're about to be televised for the third time. Chelsea have been televised every game, I think. I don't think Chelsea have even had a game that hasn't been televised yet.
No, the Luton, they didn't televise the Luton game, I don't think.
Yeah, it was Friday, bro. They were televised. That was a Friday. That was the Super Friday or whatever they call it now.
No, so what's the game they lost 3-0? Who was that again?
They haven't lost the game, bro.
You Chelsea? Haven't?
Yeah, sorry. Chelsea did lose to Tottenham.
They lost.
No, not Tottenham.
Not Tottenham.
West Ham. Yeah, it was live. It was a live game. Chelsea have been televised. If I'm not mistaken, every Chelsea game's been televised. I don't know. I'm just wondering why we've only had 2 games televised in 4. It's a bit weird, but fair enough.
They're about the same as Man City, to be fair.
No.
Man City on TV this weekend?
All Man City's games have been televised as far as I can remember. Burnley was a televised game. Newcastle was a televised game. Sheffield United was a televised game. And this weekend, I don't know. Oh, they aren't televised this weekend. Fair enough. But they've still been on TV 3 times in a row already. I don't know. Fair enough.
Peterson's just standing outside the prison, just shotting. That's an illegal streaming on Sunday. Hey, be yourself, bro.
Do you, bro?
I ain't looking to be in prison, bro, for illegal streaming. Man, just shaking me down for my business. What are you in there for, fam? Watching the game, innit? What? You in there for internet activities, fam? Yeah. You know you're on the bottom bunk, innit? Yeah, I know. I know. My bad. Jiff, anything you want to say to the people before we take them out?
Happy dinner.
Indeed. People, make sure you switch on the notification bell. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Pleasure speaking and chopping out with all of you. Until we see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish out, people. Take care.
Peace.